Yeah, got a hot one for y'all. BloodFist. Got a special guest, DivineSense. Introduce yourself.
Yo, what up? It's Divine. What's good, BloodFist? What's going down today?
Yeah, I see you want to debate my ass about a particular fight. What's this fight about again?
I think we were talking about Broner versus Maidana coming up.
Oh, that punk ass fight. Who you got in this fight, man?
I think Maidana's gonna. I think he's gonna shock the world, man. I think he's hungry. I think. I think Broner's not taking the training camp serious. He's too busy raw dogging strippers and shit, having fun, enjoying himself a bit too much. And I see Maidana working hard in camp early. You know, we all know that he's improved since he's been with Garcia. He's got a jab now. He's got a little better footwork now. He's got better defense now. He's a bit more patient. He just doesn't rely on just landing one big punch like he was before. You know, so we see a more patient Maidana with power, which he's always had. He's a puncher. And, yeah, man, I mean, at the end of the day, stylistically, you look at it on paper, Broner should win easily. But I think that Broner's a bit too full of himself. He isn't disciplined like a Mayweather. We all know that. And I think Broner's just that guy who's not going to stop punching. He's going to keep punching no matter what. So if Broner plans to stand right in front of him in that Philly shell like he did against Paulie, if Maidana even has just a fraction of the speed that Paulie has, he has the power to hurt Broner, where Broner would have to dig deep and he would have to try to catch Maidana in a flurry. That's how I feel it's going to go down. I feel it'll go. I feel like it'll go 12, but I think Maidana will just put that work in and do enough to get the win. I feel that Broner's just going to be way too defensive, not throw enough punches. He'll land some clean shots. He'll land some clean shots, but it won't be enough to take out Maidana. I even see possibly Broner knocking Maidana down with a shot that he doesn't see. But I see Maidana getting back up and handling it. What do you got?
Whoa, that's bold right there, huh? Well, you make good points to an extent, but let's be honest. Maidana's lateral movement still sucks ass. I mean, his jab is better. He got a better right hand. It's more straight compared to wide. He's not as much of a hooker as he used to be. But I just look at it like this. Maidana is still easy to hit. I mean, Lopez and the other guys showed that. It wasn't Soto Carras he fought, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, man, his defense is porous. Broner got the hand speed advantage. We don't know who got the power advantage. I mean, we seen Maidana in some brawls, but Broner can hit too. So I think Broner, this second fight is going to be more settled in this weight compared to his first fight with Malignaggi. His strength and conditioning should be better. I mean, it's the same thing that Maidana had with his first fight with Alexander. He didn't feel comfortable with the weight, but the second fight with Soto Carras, he looked way better in the second half. And the third fight at 147 when he fought Lopez, he struggled early, but he regained his composure and started dominating. But in this fight, Adrian Broner is not Lopez, and he's definitely not Soto Carras. Broner could roll through punches. Yeah, he can get tagged and stuff if you do that peekaboo offense that somebody like a Gavin Reese does. Let's face it, Maidana's not Malignaggi. He ain't got the foot speed. He's definitely not Ponce de Leon. He's not a southpaw. He's just a come through action guy, patient, time you, land something. He still likes to hook like hell. He throws vicious punches at close space or mid-range. He's a mid-range fighter, but so is Broner. Broner can roll through punches, counter you with a straight right, hook you to death. And when I mean that left hook is his most meanest shot. Broner's a mean motherfucking fighter. Don't let the antics fool you. Don't let him talking that coon shit fool you. Broner has bad intentions in this fight. Since this ain't a pay-per-view fight, Broner gonna show you why it's not a fucking paper. I mean, he's gonna show you why it is a pay-per-view fight, and this should be his knockout show. He couldn't do it with Paulie. People were disappointed, so he's gonna take it out on Maidana. I mean, to me, it's gonna be some easy work, man. Here you thinking Broner is not hungry because he eating some herpy pussy and shit like that, gaining weight at these rap concerts and shit. Dick riding Mayweather all fucking night. But the whole point is, for this fight, Maidana just, you giving Maidana really a puncher's chance, the way you breaking it down, but that's what it takes, a puncher's chance. Since when have you ever seen Broner vulnerable to somebody landing a shot on him? Even though he ain't fought nobody with the power of Maidana. Answer that for me.
Answer which one now?
How in the hell Maidana is gonna hurt Broner?
You know, I can't really tell you what punch exactly. You know, Broner's got a tight defense, no doubt about it, and he knows how to roll the punches, throw a straight right hand down you don't see, come off with a hook, throw uppercuts. You know, I don't know, man. It might be a body shot. It might be a big right hand over the top. You know, a lot of people. Look, Broner's a good fighter, man. I've been supporting him for years. He is a problem. I've got a video up on my channel called Adrian Broner is a Problem. I just think now, man, I think he looks at Maidana as a flat-footed, slow punching bag. And I think he's going to go in there early and try to knock him out. And Maidana is going to be a relentless motherfucker, man, and stay in his chest and keep punching no matter what. I think he's faster than DeMarco. I think he's stronger than DeMarco. I think he's got more experience and more rigidness and just tougher, man, all around than DeMarco. And I just think that he can land that big punch. Yeah, I give him a puncher's chance. And like I said, on paper, Broner should win without a doubt. For me, it's just one of those fights that a big star goes down. You know what I mean? It's just one of those fights. It's one of those things where his number has come up. You know what I mean? And a lot of that is he's not disciplined enough. He doesn't take the fight seriously enough, and that's what happens. And that's the difference between him and Mayweather. Mayweather takes every fight serious, and I don't have that doubt going into a Mayweather fight. Like, oh, maybe Mayweather's been slacking off during this training camp because he's always in tip-top shape. So, you know, this is different. Now, Broner can lose this fight in Maidana, come back, and dominate again, no doubt about it. I just think that he's in for a rude awakening.
So basically, you're saying Broner is feeling himself too much right now.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't give a fuck where the next man puts his dick, man. That's his own business. But at the end of the day, like, you're a superstar. And not only are you a superstar, you're an idol for a lot of people around the world, man. Young kids growing up and going to the boxing gyms right now. They look up to you. You're the new Mayweather, you know, who's going to take Mayweather's place when he leaves. You feel me? So he's an idol for so many people, and for him to be acting out the way he does, you know, it looks bad, and I feel like I just believe in karma. That's what it is, man. I believe in karma, man. I feel like you out there fucking around, thinking everything's gonna be great. I'm the greatest, you know, I'm Hercules, nobody can fucking hurt me and shit like that. And that's when shit happens. And not, like I said, you cannot compare that attribute to Mayweather, because Mayweather's a completely different animal when it comes to discipline, and when it's fight time, it's fight time. Not to mention, Mayweather stays in shape the whole year, whether he's fighting or not. You know, we all we all seen Broner with his big ass beer fucking belly and shit. You know what I mean?
What? So you saying he's eating Ben and Jerry's and some beer, pretty much?
No, he's drinking red wine. He's drinking beer. He's fucking. You know, he could be doing all kinds of crazy shit. He could be taking ecstasy and cocaine. I don't fucking know. You know, but we know he's partying, and we know how Broner parties. You know what I mean? He ain't got no problem. You know, fronting or not. Maybe he ain't fronting. He ain't got no problem displaying all the pussy that he gets. Being very flamboyant. You know, fucking other boxer side chicks and shit. You know, so we know how he gets down, and yeah. I don't think he's taking care of himself. I think that he's going to push himself as hard as he can, maybe the last probably 6-7 weeks of the camp, the last 6 weeks probably, and get in there and work out how really quick, really hard, and try to go in there and get a quick knockout because he thinks Maidana ain't shit. And one person, one fighter that I can relate this to is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was out there.
Oh. You don't tell me this is gonna be a Buster Douglas fight.
I'm telling you, he was out there getting all that Japanese pussy, smoking weed, fucking partying all night, not taking care of his body. He said in his his fucking documentary that he trained like a week before he fought Buster Douglas. You feel me? So he wasn't worried about Buster at all. Buster went in there with fucking a mission, and I think that Maidana feels like Broner is disrespectful. He walks through these guys, and Maidana is going into this fight not just to prove to himself that he can win, but to prove to everyone that Broner, he's human. And if you want to fuck around and talk shit and not take care of your body and discipline yourself, Maidana's a guy to take advantage of it. Not a Paulie, not a fucking DeMarco, not all these other fucking people he's been fighting. I think Maidana's a real deal. He's been in there with some of the best. He's been in there with Devin Alexander. He's been in there with Amir Khan. You know, he's been in there with good fighters, quality fighters.
I just think Broner got that killing instinct to fuck Maidana up. I just think what he do outside the ring is an antic to get people's attention. Any publicity is good publicity, but back to the fight. It's just nothing I see Maidana could do that will fuck Broner up. And Broner's going to roll through his punches because he has good reflexes, good defense. He has quicker hand speed. He works at the angles better than Maidana does. I mean, if he ain't standing still in mid range, I don't see nothing Maidana does because Maidana really don't like to go to the body unless it's open and you just standing there. Broner can even counter through that, throw some uppercuts, check left hook him, straight right hand, check left hook him, uppercut, boom, Maidana's down. Maidana gets back up. Broner goes to the body. Bam, bam. Round over. Broner.
Now, I feel it. You're talking more stylistically, and you're speaking. But to me, of course, Broner is by far the better boxer. He's faster. He's sharper. With better defense. And if Broner goes in there in good shape and ready to go, Maidana doesn't have a chance.
So you're hedging your bets, or are you just going to stick to your balls and pick Maidana?
I'm just saying that, yeah, I mean, you're stylistically, I can't argue with you. When it goes down punch for punch, Broner's got the edge. No doubt about it. He's got the speed, he's got the power, he's got the package. I guess I'm going more off of
the intensity.
The intensity, the heart behind it.
You're saying basically Broner's Rocky 3 and Maidana's Clubber Lang right now.
Yeah, maybe something like that. You know, maybe something like that. And it's happened throughout the whole sport of boxing. It's happened in history, man. It's happened so many times. You know, for some fighters, they extend themselves longer than they can go. They fight, you know, beyond their prime, and they get knocked out by a younger fighter. Of course, Broner's still in his prime. He can, you know, fluctuate between weight. He's still young. He can get in shape in 6 weeks. There's no doubt about it. But again, man, I mean, I can just tell by the way, you know, when he was going to the press conference with Paulie, when they were doing all that fucking shit talking, there was still that look that I noticed from Broner. He was a little bit worried about Paulie because he knew Paulie can box. And he knew Paulie wasn't going to fucking stand in front of him flat-footed. So he trained for that fight. Broner trained for that fight. But when I see him face-to-face with Maidana, man, he looks at him like he's a scrub. He's a bum. And it's easy work. And, and a lot of the flat-footed fighters get a lot of discredit, man, because especially those who love slick fighters, they don't, flat-footed fighters don't get credit. But sometimes, man, and I'm a huge slick fighter fan, man, we all know that. But sometimes you cannot underestimate heart. Sometimes you cannot.
I'm not underestimating Maidana's heart. Trust me, I'm not. But I'm just going to ask you this. Majority of his boxing record and career, what was Broner immune to? What is he used to fighting? Guys who are Latino or guys who fight the style of Maidana? He's not accustomed to guys who could box because he ain't fought no slick fighter yet, especially not no slick black fighter. I think Zab Judah would have a good shot with Broner or make the fight competitive. I think Broner can't beat Danny Garcia, who's not black, but somebody like Maidana who's Argentinian.
Yeah, I mean, he fought Amir Khan. Amir Khan moved a lot. He moved a lot in that fight. And Maidana was constantly chasing him down. And I think Maidana got frustrated. But, Amir Khan doesn't have the defense. He doesn't have the chin.
And his chin is always up. When he moves laterally, his chin is always up. So it's easy to hit it or time it.
Right.
So Broner, he uses that shoulder to roll through hooks, and I mean Maidana's gonna land some shots here and there, but he ain't gonna get them combinations in like he wants to, because Broner's gonna smother his offense and hurt him in the inside game. That's where Maidana's kryptonite is. The inside game, if somebody could touch him up, especially around the body.
You know how Broner wins this fight? It's not necessarily rolling hooks, countering with uppercuts, which he's bound to do, because that's his style. You know what? It's countering Maidana's jab. Pull counter, whatever. Over the top, hook off of it, and then throw that straight right hand. So I feel like Maidana's gonna come and jab like a motherfucker. I think he's gonna dig in, coming in with the jab like fucking Jake LaMotta type shit. Try to get in there, get in the inside, get up and put his body up against Broner and dig in. And I feel like he's gonna dig in. He's gonna put his head up in there, and Broner's gonna have to push him out. He's gonna have to push him out, throw quick shots out there. Kind of similar to what Robinson had to do against LaMotta. And if Garcia's smart, and hopefully he makes a good game plan, I hope he's not telling Maidana to try and fucking outbox Broner and try to fight at a distance, because that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna fucking work.
That's not his identity.
It's not. He's not quick enough. He doesn't have the footwork. He's too lineal. He's too back and forth in straight lines. He needs to get up in there and get grinding. He needs to show Broner that he ain't a fucking cupcake. You know what I mean?
But Broner's mean in the inside too. So
he is. But if you're Maidana, you got to think. Broner's too fast. If I try to throw shots at a distance, he's gonna slip him, and he's gonna leap in with shots that I don't see. He's gonna knock me out. He's got a better chance to fight fire with fire, I think. And yes, Broner's he's probably one of the best at that weight class as an inside fighter. But Maidana's he's not that far behind when it comes to inside fighting. Matter of fact, most of his knockout wins come from fighting on the inside. I noticed a lot when he fought Lopez. He really impressed me with the jab. It looked crisp. It looked quicker than it's ever have. He would step into the jab as well, and he'd keep popping it out, which kind of it distracted Lopez a lot. And he set up that right hand. We know he's got a big right hand. I'm basing my prediction off of just the extra, the extra parts that most people don't think about. Most people don't take in consideration when it comes to betting, when it comes to, the realistic part of it. And I'm going to go with heart. I'm going to go with determination. I'm going to go with the fact that Broner's out of shape, not taking the fight serious. And, yeah, that's what I base it off of.
I'm going by skill, execution, precision, and pretty much who's the better athlete, who has the meaner streak. They both are mean temperament fighters. Broner's just more goofy, so it's hard to take him serious until you see him in that ring. And I just keep visualizing that this fight is going to get stopped by the corner because Broner is going to attack the shit out of that body. I just know Maidana can't take vicious body shots. I mean, that's how Lopez was hurting him. That's how Khan hurt him. I mean, Victor Ortiz fought him well because, they were both throwing wide shots and stuff, but Victor Ortiz didn't have the temperament or the intensity that Maidana has. The only way Maidana is going to win this fight is it has to be like some what was that dude's name? Nassim Rodman landing one shot on Lennox Lewis. That's the only way. I see it. Because if the fight keeps prolonging, Broner is going to dissect him. Maidana's stamina is going to decline. And Broner's work rate is going to go up. He's going to pace himself. And in the mid to late rounds, Broner's starting to dissect him like a surgeon. Eventually...
I'm telling you though, Gil, he better come in shape. Broner better come in shape. That's all I got to tell you. Because if it goes past 6 rounds and Broner ain't in shape, it's going to be a problem. It'll be a problem.
Man, you trying to make Broner sound like he Chavez Jr., which we both know he ain't. So we'll see. I wish I could bet you some money on this fight, but
nah, man. I mean, he ain't no goddamn Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. Man, that's an unfair comparison. But no, I mean, it happens, man. Shit. If Broner gets knocked out, yeah, I'm gonna do some cartwheels. I'm gonna have I'm gonna drink a couple fucking tequila shots, win some money.
Hey, laugh your fucking ass off for a minute.
Hell yeah, but I ain't gonna discredit Broner, man. I ain't gonna. He come back. He bounce back. Absolutely, and he come back in an extraordinary fashion. But sometimes that's what needs to happen. Sometimes, man. That's what needs. Sometimes motherfucker needs to get knocked out. And then they know that shit. I can't be, going to these strip clubs, spending all this money. You know what I mean? Fucking recording this shit, put it on World Star Hip Hop. I mean, that shit. I mean, come on, man.
I look beyond that. I just look at how the motherfucker fights in the ring. And that's all I give a fuck about. And who he's fighting.
But you gotta take in consideration though how he's living his life though. I mean, this is boxing. I mean, this is a combat sport. This is this ain't fucking NASCAR racing. You know what I mean? It's your job to live a warrior life. You got to be on point at all times. If this is your career, and your body is your tool to fucking win. So if your body's not in tip-top shape and the other guy is in shape, the only thing you got is your athleticism, which doesn't last the whole fight if you're not in shape.
Yeah, I get that, but I give Broner more credit to actually have the sense to get in shape. Hell, he's only 24 years old, and if he thinks he the shit right now and he takes this for granted, I would hate to see when he does fight the big time. I don't think Broner is mentally weak as you think. I just think he needs to showcase that he has arrived, because when it came to stepping it up, he's 1 for 3, meaning he did great against DeMarco, but Malignaggi, Ponce de Leon, the other 2 step-ups, he looked pedestrian, but he landed more fresh, harder shots. Some people could say Ponce de Leon or Malignaggi outworked him, but the ring generalship, the vicious shots, and the control of the pace, you can't say that Malignaggi and Ponce de Leon really took over. But hey, I got Broner. I see a stoppage in this fight.
Mm.
You see Maidana taking this because of Broner being out of shape, not taking him seriously. And if you really want to make it a special offer, I bet you $200 damn right.
$200 off the top.
Yep. And if you lose, it's either the money, or if you lose, you gotta cut up all your hair, go bald, and display it on YouTube.
Damn, it's like that.
So I can laugh at your ass.
Mm.
Now,
Okay.
you can make a bet on me, whatever bet it is. I don't mind doing it.
Mm. You gotta go eat some herpes pussy like Broner did.
Fuck that bullshit. I mean, that's clinically not possible. So you gotta come better than that, man.
Nah, man. I'll think about what I can have you do that would embarrass you on YouTube, man. But yeah, we'll get back on that on the DL, man. But we can bet some shit. We can do some shit like that. The fight's still, what, a month away, a little away. So we'll see what Broner does, man. Let's see. I want to see some video of him in camp. I want to see what it looks like, and I want to see what's going down.
And don't you be changing your prediction if he looks like he's in shape.
No. I'm going with Maidana, man. I gotta stick to my guns in this one. I felt, to be honest, I felt Maidana could beat Broner a while back. To be honest,
I felt Maidana could beat Alexander. Alexander showed me something in that fight.
He did. He definitely did. But I feel like Maidana's improved since that fight. He's learned from that fight, and I don't know, man. I feel like he's really concentrated. I think he feels really comfortable with Garcia. He feels like he's at home. He's in the camp with Brandon Rios and Mikey Garcia, and I just feel like he not only confident, but when a fighter's comfortable when they're training as well, and they're around a good environment, good sparring, it makes a difference. With that being said, I don't know how these fighters prepare for guys like Mayweather and Broner to find sparring partners, man. Because that's tough. I mean, you can find guys like Maidana, but to find a guy like Broner, I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see.
Like, if he sparred with somebody like Brad Solomon and mix up, spar with somebody like Kareem Mayfield, somebody like that, I think he would get a good temperament of how to fight Broner. But other than that, I agree with you. But hey, y'all, this is BloodFist, DivineSense. You could follow me on Twitter at Life7Joe or at Chicago to Detroit. Facebook, Eris Lord Dilworth. And DivineSense, how can people get in contact with you?
And just type in the search section of YouTube, DivineSense Boxing, man, and get up, hit me up, subscribe, comment. We always do this debate shit. Anybody who wants to get on, debate, we're here ready. We're always ready to debate. We love this boxing shit. So yeah, man, hit me up.
Also, hit me up on my other channel with my partner in crime, Out of Control Troll, Midwest Media Zone 1. And until next time, we out with this boxing shit.
Hell yeah.